Average South African works 2.5 years overtime in their lifetime, and that's because of unused lunch breaks. Many people eat at their desks. Career Junction surveyed over 3,000 South Africans on their work habits, and their findings are a little bit shocking. Let's find out more from CEO Paul Byrne, who joins us via Skype. Paul, thanks so much for your time. We appreciate it. So we don't take lunch breaks. Is it because we're super hardworking?
Yeah, that certainly would appear to be the exact reason. But yeah, you said shocking. I think it's very surprising. 2/3 of South Africans actually don't utilize their full lunch breaks. In actual fact, the average lunchtime taken by a South African is just 24.5 minutes a day. Only 5% of us will actually take a full 60-minute break. And as you said, a lot of us eat at our desks. There's actually upwards of 67% of South Africans will eat a meal at their desks.
So why? Why aren't we taking our 1-hour-long lunch break that we actually have a right to take?
Yeah, absolutely, Shahan. A really good question. And I think there are three reasons that come to mind. The first one, work pressure is definitely on the up. I think there's a lot more responsibility falling on a lot of our shoulders. Companies are frankly hiring less at the moment. There's a weak economy, and those of us that are gainfully employed are expecting to take on more responsibility. That itself comes out in the stats. More than 70%, I think it was upwards of 73% of people said the reason that they skip lunch is because there's just too much work on the go or an unexpected task crops up. Secondly, I think there's an aspect of loyalty and career-mindedness, possibly coming from a hangover from the baby boomer work ethic, a kind of idea that the longer hours you work, the more you get noticed, the syndrome that I call don't leave before your boss kind of thing. But I think there's also a very third important point, and that is time management. And that's on the flip side of things as well. It's a skill, time management specifically, that many people don't get right. And you just think about in everyday examples just how many meetings run over time.
Yeah.
Now, if you're in one of those meetings and you want to leave your office at a particular time during the day, well, the only way to catch up that time is to take it out of your lunch break.
And very quickly, Paul, you mentioned a very impressive figure about how much money a person actually gives to a company by not taking those lunch breaks. Tell me about that figure.
Yeah, absolutely. It's staggering. At 500,000 Rand, and that's just based on what we anticipate to be the average earning salary of a South African. That comes from Stats SA. It's 13,000 Rand a month. And yet it results over that 2.5-year period of over 500,000 Rand in money that you're giving back. Now just imagine how that extrapolates as your salary goes up, as you climb the corporate ladder.
Jeez, I mean, it sounds astounding. I want my money back. I'm going to have a word with my boss. Thank you so much for your time. We do appreciate it.